Hey guys, so I want to go ahead and talk about some of these integrals of exponentials. We've been doing the derivatives, but now we're going to go ahead and do some of these integrals. And if you don't know already, the integral of an exponential is actually almost like the derivative. It's a to the x, but then instead of multiplying by the natural log of a, we're actually going to be dividing by the natural log of a. Now, since this is an indefinite integral, we're going to go ahead and tack on our constant of integration. And that's all we're going to go ahead and be doing for these guys. Okay? And sometimes I think about it as, a derivative, it's kind of multiplying by the derivative. The integral is kind of like dividing by that derivative. So here, we'll do the first one here. It's kind of easy. The 4, we can actually take them outside. The integral of e to the x dx. Well, you probably already know the integral of e to the x is itself e to the x. So the answer is going to be 4e to the x plus c. Okay. The next one, ln of 3 times 3 to the x dx. Well, ln of 3, that's just a constant. We go ahead and pull them outside. And we just got to go ahead and integrate this guy. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do the long. We just write them out. And the integral of 3 to the x dx. Well, when I go ahead and do the integral of 3 to the x dx, I have 3 to the x. Instead of multiplying by ln of 3, I'm going to divide by ln of 3. But then at the very end, I'm going to multiply the whole integral by ln of 3. These guys simplify out. And my answer is 3 to the x. But don't forget your constant of integration. Whoops. Here it is. Okay. So make sure you don't forget. This guy just pulled them out. 3 to the x. Instead of multiplying, we're dividing by the ln of the base. And then we have the ln of 3 over here. That simplifies out. We're just left with 3 to the x. Alright. The next one, we have 3 to the x dx. And that one's kind of easy as well. 3 to the x. But instead of multiplying, we're going to go ahead and divide. And that's going to be ln of 3 plus some constant of integration. Okay. Lastly, 4 times 3 to the x. Well, pull out that 4. Sometimes just kind of cover it up. But sometimes you just kind of want to be careful, and some of these can get tricky, so I like to go ahead and put my bracket just to demonstrate that the 4, when I pull them out, that 4 is going to multiply everything that is inside the integral after you take your integration. So 4 times the integral of 3 to the x, well, that's 3 to the x divided by ln of 3 plus some constant of integration. So your answer is 4 times 3 to the x divided by ln of 3 plus c. Okay, so that's pretty much it, guys. These derivatives and integrals aren't too hard, very difficult. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll go ahead and upload some more examples, some more videos. Alright guys, good luck.